I just jumped over that rocket, I swear to God. I just jumped over that rocket, I swear to God.
I have no idea. No, Mr. Garrett, I'm sorry, Colonel Garrett. I assure you the CIA has no ambitions in this theater. Well, I can't speak for the South Koreans, of course. Will you excuse me, please? I have an important report coming in. Well now, my secret weapon. Hope you like the money we've been paying you, because I got a ton more where that came from. Starting with this. We don't find a way to slow the Chinese down, they'll take Pyongyang and I'll have to fold. I need someone to drive down to Nampo and blow up their entire fuel depot. That means every truck, every tank, and that big refinery they got.
Thing is, I don't really like working for Buford.
Ping thinks I'm gonna sit here and let him roll right on over this whole place. He's got another thing coming.
Like, we're really working for the CIA. Like, I want to be working for the South Koreans. Welcome to part 5 of this 20th anniversary Let's Play, by the way.
Just what I needed. A simple contract.
Right, a simple contract for a complicated mercenary.
Complete objectives before reinforcements arrive. Alright, we gotta be quick. Yeah, so now the missions are starting to get pretty antagonistic. It's starting to get more difficult to play all sides, let's say. And by doing this mission, we're probably going to have to find a way to get our relationship status up with the Chinese.
There are the depots. Plan your attack carefully, because more troops will probably show up once the fireworks start. The Chinese are using Nampo to resupply their HQ at the airport and the garrison at Haeju.
Okay. But I do like this. I do think this is the move. Calling in this APC.
The fuel truck should be driving
It's the only tank that we can really call in at the moment.
around there.
Okay, I'm on my way.
Alright, here we go. Let's make this quick. And if we see fuel trucks, maybe we should just shoot them while we can.
That's one fuel truck down.
Shooting this fuel truck in the parking lot will not aggro the Chinese because nobody's actually inside of it. Yep, there we go. Now they're pissed. Oh no. You've got to be kidding me. Oh wait, I saved it. Okay. Oh my god. That might be too close to the fence.
One down,
We're
two
good.
to go.
We can shoot that one from up here. Oh, that tank has such range. He's shooting at me from way down there. Alright, we definitely need to stay away from that then. Zoom through here. Watch out, people. I don't want to have to kill you. Unfortunately, these truck drivers are going to have a real bad day.
Good, you've taken out all of the depots.
Oh, I've only got 6 more shots. That can't happen. Hostile factions won't offer you a contract until you make amends. Right on. Alright, that sucks. But does he even know? That's why you always look in your rearview mirror. There's another truck. I see him. Please take a right. Please take a right. Please take a right. Yes.
The Chinese decided you're a threat.
Man, the last thing that guy ever saw. There he is. Oh! Oh no, I'm out. No! Alright, calling another one. We're gonna have to.
Hurry up, Chinese helicopters are lifting off from the airport.
Helicopters? Oh, that is not good. Oh, there's the truck. Oh, there's another one. Oh, there's another one right here. A decent strategy for completing this mission is to start by destroying the parked fuel trucks that have nobody in them. It might save a little bit of time and reputation with the Chinese.
One more to go. Getting hot down there?
Yep, we're almost done. Come on. There it is.
You've really thrown a wrench into Chinese operations at Nampo. Buford will be pleased.
Ooh, that was close. But we get the bonus. New item shop available. Shop item. Stealth fighter attack. Nice. So we actually can't do any more contracts for the Chinese now until we manage to get their relationship status up. And I don't exactly remember how we're going to do that. There is a spot where they are fighting South Koreans and North Koreans, which are basically like their opposing factions. And so you can kind of like farm faction relationships that way. But we can go maybe do something for the mafia now. But yeah, that is like human psychology 101. Like if there isn't like some like bigger objective, some grander vision or goal, some common enemy to fight that like will unite people, then inevitably they will find ways to take it out on one another. And so like the faction system in this game is in some ways quite simple, but in other ways has a degree of depth. I thought we've already destroyed this listening post, but I'll do it again. So that's how you can get Chinese relationship status back as well, by destroying those, because those are South Korean listening posts.
Go on in.
Да и должен иметь зверь какой-то. Что этот Марлон Брандо имел в тот муви, когда он сыграл Godfather? Как оно называлось?
The Godfather.
Да, это оно. The Godfather. Он имел собаку или рыбу. Может быть, обезьяну. Дайте мне обезьяну!
Okay, now we can get something done, eh? And no one will know it was us. Except you and me, right, mercenary? The South Koreans are talking about getting tough on crime. I want their attention elsewhere. I have word that they're assaulting an NK garrison. I want them to lose. Badly.
I know Sergei said by whatever means necessary, but I know you are more intelligent and will not expose us to needless risk.
And that's like another thing too. Now that I really think about it, I don't know if I really like any of the factions. There's like no real way to be like, you know, in the moral right. You have to like make the best of like two bad choices, essentially.
First the Chinese, now the South Koreans. The Russians aren't out to make friends.
Sometimes you have to break a few eggs.
Bribe a Chinese officer for 50,000. Okay.
The mafia has several members of the Chinese military on their payroll. There's an officer willing to provide us with artillery support for a price. The Chinese aren't very happy with you. Unfortunately, that makes getting to the corrupt officer a little trickier.
Can I bribe him?
Money would be a great help to my family.
Alright. So it doesn't look like that, that really helped us out with the Chinese, unfortunately. But we didn't have to kill either of them, so it didn't make anything any worse, and we even killed a couple of enemies in front of them.
The North and South Korean forces are fighting near your position. Great, they've blocked the road. If you're not properly disguised, they will shoot at you on sight.
Make sure to check your radar for the locations of current faction zones. Okay, so We can sneak into there by calling in a South Korean scout delivery vehicle.
Support options are back online.
Yeah, I don't know how we're gonna get around this. Maybe I can cheese it up the mountain and around?
Your SNS
I don't
signal's
know,
being
though.
jammed.
This looks pretty steep. Skyrim horse logic, for real. Oh, this is the true test right here, though. Oh, we
Support
had
options are back online.
more speed that time. Oh, hell yes. Let's see, where is that officer? Oh, he's kind of far back to the left over there. We might be able to sneak around down here, right behind him. Yep, there we go. That's how that's done. If you care about your standing with the South Koreans, you can cheese this mission by just sitting back and letting the North Koreans do most, if not all of the work for you, or you can use airstrikes from very far away. Does this do anything? It does. Oh, that was so close.
South Koreans are starting to retreat. They obviously weren't expecting this kind of resistance.
Yeah, you could say that. Where'd that come from? Oh, up there? Okay. There we go.
Nice going. The South Koreans are retreating and Sergei's sending his payment for the contract. We're done here.
New shop item available, North Korean BRDM Scout Delivery. Oh, I know what that is. And then new shop item available, Artillery Barrage. Alright, we need to get out of here. I don't know if they're gonna shoot at us. They will because we're not supposed to be in here actually. Wait, no, it's no longer what's it called? We're actually like allowed to be in here now. It's not off limits. But we do need to ditch this. And let's see where this road over here goes. The Chinese are still really pissed. And the South Koreans are unfriendly, but I think we can still work with them. Yeah, we're really causing problems out here. Every time I see those. So slowly over time we'll like if we just... Oh, I think he's aggroed. I was just trying to say that we can slowly fix our relationship with the Chinese by destroying those South Korean listening posts.
There's a number card nearby. Check your radar for the location.
Yeah, we don't need that. Oh, please don't blow yourself up. Please don't blow yourself up. Okay. Oh, yeah, gotta be careful with that, with these guys that have the RPGs on them. And I kind of want to keep that helicopter if I can. Oh, that could have been bad. Okay. We should be good now. What does this say? Captain Seo is General Chang's light artillery expert responsible for overseeing the manufacturing and deployment of RPGs, surface-to-air missiles, and tube-launched optically tracked wire-guided missiles, or TOWs. Wow, yeah, that's, I understand why they abbreviated that. Seo is proficient in many types of armed and unarmed combat. He is considered highly dangerous. He's done for now. And then we still have intel on 3 others. Oh, there's something here. Let's take a look around and see if we can find a listening post.
You're back in the Chinese good graces.
Oh! Alright, so evidently, like, finding some of those can also raise your relationship status. I didn't pay attention to what that was called, so it might depend on the specific one that you acquire. And those are just like the cultural artifacts and stuff.
Your SNS signal's being jammed.
Probably the most efficient way to do some stuff would be to... Like, when we did that first escort mission for the Chinese, we probably should have saved that for...
Support options are back online.
After we fucked with them. I think that's why the game kind of always, like, reminds you, like, you can just leave, like, you can just walk out. That way, like, you can sort of try to minimize the damage to relationships that way. If I had to pick between the CIA and the Chinese, it's kind of a toss-up, to be honest. Like, the CIA have, like, really, like, no oversight. Which is kind of scary. They're just like a rogue organization. Stop shooting at me, idiots.
박 사령관님은 지금 당신을 보시겠습니다. 왜 그가 그 아버지를 죽였는지 이해가 안 돼.
소은 서양 걸 싫어해. 나만이 서양식인 걸 정말 싫어해. 그리고 똑같은 일이 이 나라에도 생길까봐 더 싫어해. 그는 그 이들 받기 위해 아무나 죽일 거야. Listen to me, damn it. You get any more of my men killed and you won't be able to set foot in Kusang without getting turned into hamburger. Are we clear? Good. Now then. One of my planes was hit by NK anti-aircraft over Hook Day Moon. He ditched, somewhere behind the Black Gate. If you can get behind North Korea's most fortified position, get my man out, and turn that fighter into scrap before Song gets his hands on it, you will be my new best friend.
So this is a mission that we can do, and it's not going to negatively impact our relations with others, so... And really the only reason why I care is just the more easily that we can do contracts, as if we can do contracts for all of the factions, then we maximize the amount of intel that we can get, and it'll make it a lot easier for us to go around and take care of the diamonds.
This is the aircraft's last known position. The pilot should be nearby.
So I wonder if we can maybe fly in there.
Is it just me? Or is Buford starting to not like you?
Hard to tell. I think he talks to everybody like that.
Oh no, he's and that's a cool thing too, is like, you know, your interactions with the leaders are going to change depending on the decisions that you've made in your present relationship. It's like we're in like heaven or something, like it's just mist and sky and fog. You can't see anything. Alright, so that's our man down there. I don't know where all these SAM sites are, and the fog makes it so hard to see them. But there's one right there. Uh-oh, shit. Oh, that's bad. Okay. It takes care of one. There's another one over here somewhere. And I just want to take care of these before, so that hopefully flying out of here is not a pain.
There's the plane, but I'm not picking up any sign of the pilot.
Behind the downed pilot. It's gotta be in this area somewhere. He could be further up the road, too. Maybe we have to destroy this, and then it'll reveal the pilot's location. I really have no idea.
Excellent. Let the North Koreans sift through that if they want any intel on the plane. Good news. I've located the pilot. The bad news is, so have the North Koreans. It looks like they're taking him to the Black Gate. That fortress is heavily defended. If they get inside, the pilot's as good as dead.
There he is.
Good. Looks like he's alive and in one piece.
Boy, am I glad to see you.
Yeah, get in.
Attack!
Get in! Fucking idiot.
Let's go already.
There you go, bud. That was clean. That was fucking clean.
Well done. That's a pretty big chunk of change for a nice leisurely mission.
Fuck yeah. South Korean K966 scout delivery. Okay. But as you can see, like, doing a contract actually doesn't raise your relationship that much, and you can easily destroy a relationship in one contract. Well, let's go see what the AN's all about. See what the Allied nations got going on.
It's one of ours. Garrett's waiting for you.
I knew we'd be seeing you again. In fact, I was counting on it. We recently lost contact with one of our planes over Hook-Day Moon. They were taking every fire and had to ditch. We've got limited time to locate the downed aircraft and safely extract any survivors. If I have to wait for clearance, those men will die.
So kind of the same thing we just did? Isn't like the same exact location too? It seems like whenever the game is basically wherever it was designed to have you start those conversations sitting down, I've noticed that's when it tends to happen. It's happened the most in the Chinese leader tent, but that's the first time that I've seen it in there. It's unfortunate, but I think that's just the nature of trying to emulate a 20-year-old game. I'm sure there's a way that you could probably fix it, but...
I hope you're ready for some action. Intel reports General Kang is sending reinforcements to the crash site.
You kidding? I love a challenge.
Just make sure you get any survivors away from the crash site before the NK get there, or those soldiers won't stand a chance.
We might need to fly in with a North Korean disguise, and then if there's a lot of survivors, we're going to have to call in one of the AN helicopters. And helicopters in this game are low-key kind of broken.
You just received another email. Seems there's some additional targets in the area they'd like you to help clean up while you're at it.
Helicopters just tend to make most contracts a lot easier and very quick, as you saw with the previous contract. Speedruns of this game all revolve around using helicopters.
destroyed. Move on to the next.
I don't know of a reliable way to
Well,
dodge
that's not
anti-air
good.
missiles, but the North Korean SAM vehicles have a limited cone of fire,
Anti-air unit destroyed. Move on to the next.
and flying low or behind mountains and trees is usually a safe bet.
This thing is about to blow.
Grenades?
앉아! 엎드려!
There we go. Blow it up.
All anti-air defenses successfully destroyed.
Beautiful.
There's the crash site. Find any survivors and rescue them.
The mercenary.
Don't worry, boys. Cavalry's here. A one-man army. Boom. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, that's not good. Did I get... I did get a surgical strike. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna send it down this tower. Because that's gonna keep spawning enemies. That's pretty close to where I'm at. Nice. Oh, but the helicopter is trashed. Okay. So we need to get these guys out of here with a new helicopter. I just jumped over that rocket, I swear to God. I'm gonna see if I can get these guys out in a helicopter and leave the Russians here. I'm gonna get in here, force them to hop out. And then try and get my helicopter back here, close enough to get all of these guys in. Perfect. Get in, all three of you, get in.
Well done. Now get the survivors back to the HQ and you'll be done.
Was that all of them? No, there's another one I thought. There he is. Alright, hold on. If I land close enough, he'll get in first before the mafia guy does. Please hurry. Please hurry. Huge.
Locked and loaded.
Okay. I don't think we can land this here, so... I mean, I can try. I really hope this doesn't go wrong. I think it's taller than the Jeep. Perfect.
Survivors safely rescued, anti-air defenses neutralized. You're done, and payment's on its way.
Fucking clean. Let's go.
It's one of ours.
It's much taller than the Jeep, so. Oh yeah, and this guy does this sometimes. He just walks around up here. Let's see what the mafia want.
Best keep your mouth shut when you meet the boss.
I've already met him, dude. Relax.
Okay, now we can get something done, eh? And no one will know it was us. Except you and me, right, mercenary? Someone, the Chinese, the South Koreans, have spies in my ranks. I'm not sure who it is, but I have some men I suspect. Kill them all, just to be sure.
Oh my god. Okay. Let me take a look around really quick.
These guys they send me. Idiots, all of them. No one I can trust around here except you and Yosef. But hey, what am I worried about? We're making money hand over thing.
I have some refinements to add to Sergei's offer. Watch for an email from me.
Is it just me, or does Sergei seem a little crude, even for a mafia boss?
He's so out of his league, he doesn't even realize. The real brains of their operation is Yosef.
Well, I'd watch out for him, too. I'm forwarding you an email. Yosef is personally offering a bonus if you can finish this job quietly. Yosef just gave you access to a support item he thought you might find useful. I've identified the allied officer for you. Looks like he's giving a press conference. Don't let the journalists see you take him out.
Bonus, Sub Rosa. Sergei is taking a great risk with these killings. It would be much better if it wasn't clear who was behind them. Kill all targets covertly for a $50,000 bonus. And we're going to be terminating one allied officer, a North Korean prisoner, a South Korean officer, and a Chinese tank commander. Man, he is getting a little reckless, isn't he? I love how, like, all of this was so over my head as a kid. Like, very. So, right here, I am ordering the sniper rifle crate and a helicopter. You'll see why in just a moment. It is interesting that it plays the,
I see your smoke. I'm at the LZ.
the AN soldier voice lines. I was referring to the fact that the AN helicopter from the Merchant of Menace is full of mafia thugs, not AN soldiers. On stream, I had to replay this mission like 4 or 5 times, but I have edited together one successful attempt for this video. It is especially worth doing the bonus for this contract because the first target you kill will deduct $25,000 from your bank account no matter what. Even if you remain undetected.
One down, 3 to go. I've identified the prisoner for you. He appears to be in an SK vehicle moving at high speed. I wonder where they're headed in such a hurry. I've identified the SK officer. SK forces appear to have secured the entire area. They're loading the prisoner onto the chopper. The SK officer is getting on board the helicopter. Don't let that chopper get too far, or it's contract cancelled. There you go, only one target left. I've identified the Chinese tank commander. I think he's on patrol in one of his tanks.
That's got to be good.
I have seriously no idea how that didn't count as being detected. It's possible that I wasn't detected until after the objective was considered completed. Alright, here's our grassy knoll. Well, thanks once again for watching. If you enjoyed and would like to see more of my content, please consider subscribing. Have a great Easter weekend, and I hope you check out the next episode.
That was the last target. Mission bounty is being transferred as we speak.